What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to save hours and hours of headaches when studying in order to long-term remember something. I am studying for my board exam for my doctorate of physical therapy. Got the doctorate degree. Don't mean shit because I haven't passed the exam yet. Before we get started, I gotta finish that meal. My, that was delicious. It actually was pretty good despite it being healthy. I can barely keep it off my lips. So, in order to, tip number one, diving right into it, is maintaining discipline. And what I mean by that is is one of the first forms of self-love you can force yourself to do, even if you hate what you see in the mirror. And if you're like me and a lot of other guys that like to, try to get bigger than what they already are, even though your joints sound like sandpaper and rusty nails rubbing against each other, you're likely in a similar boat, trying to look better. So, a form of self-love without lifting that you can do on a rest day, or in my case, a study day, is start at home. This is atrocious. This is a load of laundry, or loads. The only loads I'll be disposing of on this bed anytime soon. And yeah, time to get to it. It's time for the library. So as I am coming to a close, I wanted to mention something, a public service announcement, if you will. This is an oversized t-shirt. I am the original person that wore, in high school, baggy t-shirts, gangster Dickies t-shirts, to hide my skinny ass frame in 2011 and 9. I got really into it in 2000, probably 10, because I got picked on more. All of these secretly buff people that aren't so secret, acting cool, yeah, no, I did that shit before it was even trendy. Which I'm very glad it's trendy because now it's a lot easier to buy shirts that fit properly, not oversized. They just don't look like you shop at Baby Gap. So, that's my PSA. Back to it. But I'll see you at the library. Alright. Just had an adrenaline thrilling ride on an e-bike since I can't afford a car. And you know when people run stop signs before they stop and they kind of creep out? It's like, let's say this is a little stop sign and they're like, and then they stop out here. If you do that, in my opinion, you are one of the worst types of cavalier in this world, and I strongly dislike you, if not hate you. It is my only pet peeve. I try not to have any. Growing up pretty privileged, I don't believe I deserve any, but that is one of them. Stop at the stop sign. I've been hit 3 times in a car like that, and I'm gonna keep rambling if I don't shut up now. But we are here. I pretty much should pay rent here because I live here. So I will probably give you the next tip right after this clip in about an hour, after about an hour of studying. We are here. Hi. No, yeah, this is that's apparently those are called books. Rearrange and fuck up the configuration for, because I use this one because I sit my cheeks down for so long that I get bruised if I sit in a wooden chair. Sitting is bad for you. It is the new smoking. So that brings me to tip number 2, the environment. When I study in my room, I'm number 3 in the world at Super Smash Brothers, right? Do you think my brain is classically conditioned to want to work hard and not get constant releases of dopamine from kicking kids' asses on Super Smash Brothers Ultimate all night? No. It's gonna wanna play Super Smash. So no matter how much time you allot in that fake environment, 20 minutes in my room is the equivalent of 6 minutes maybe here. But if I sit down and focus for 2 hours here, that's as if I am focusing for a day, maybe 2 days in my room. And I've tested this myself. It's been proven scientifically. Again, I don't want to be the appeal to the authority guy, but I have gotten my doctorate and I do know the research out there. I'm not going to cite the studies. You guys know how to use ChatGPT. You guys know how to call out BS. I'm just here to provide tips that I haven't been told and that I haven't seen content for on YouTube. So without ado, I will see you when I come up with study tip number 3. Just missing a couple things. Alright, so here's the setup. No, that's not a soda. That is an energy drink poured into a soda bottle because it has higher tensile strength, so the carbonation, when it expands, it doesn't go pop, 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 pop when I'm riding my bike. That is a non-branded water bottle. And for study breaks, a deck of cards, because I've been learning magic. Don't ask how long it took up to set that up. It was instant. 52 card spread. Instant. Literally could not wait to get out of there. I am in a grumpy mood today. So this brings me to tip number, whatever number I'm on, is set a timer. So right now I was a little ambitious and this is the first time I'm studying with a timer set for 29 minutes. Normally I have it set for like 19 or like 23 minutes, but I wanted to like impress the camera. Big mistake. I don't know how many more bouts of those I have. But if you don't set a timer and just, I hate this phrase, but lock in and ignore the texts, ignore the, you shouldn't be getting any Instagram ads because you won't look at my phone, I see the timer going, I'm like, shit, I got more time. And long story short, that was the longest 29 minutes of my freaking life. And like, I've suffered in my short years on this planet. And that was like not suffering, but it sucked. Do during my study breaks is finish caffeine and or magic. Decent angle, I think. Alright. First of all, admire that deck. Now, I don't know what I did to my hand, but it hurts really fucking bad. Pardon my French. So I know 2 magic tricks, but I'm only gonna show you the short one. Maybe next video I'll show you the long one. The long one I did in the video earlier this week with the woman who got me free turkey. But ever since that day, maybe it was a curse she like bestowed upon me. But my hand is messed up. Anyway, 8 cards, nicer cards, and they have these like little like, hold on, like little air pockets. I did a 52 card spread on the Ralph's floor one time and now I can no longer do like a perfect fan because little debris or derbis, whatever it's pronounced, will fuck up the cards and make it less cardistry. These are my like everyday deck, so I don't really care, even though I do care, as you can tell how much I'm talking about it. Anyway, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna imaginarily have you folks pick a card, and I'm not gonna look at it. Take your time to memorize it. Okay, it's over there face down, don't worry. So, get the card back, placing it in the middle. Just give it a quick couple shuffles. You know, I'm glad this doesn't hurt benching or anything, because this hand literally hurts to do anything like normal. Like, it looks like I have like a disease when I'm opening a bottle. Anyway, I'm gonna take the bottom 4 and flip them right side up. Now, over the course of the trick, I'm going to show you all of the cards. So I'm going to show you these 4 first, and then the next 4. At one point, you're going to see your card. Don't react is what I would normally say. And then I'm going to do something magical. So we got the... I have to hold it weird. We got the Ace of Club, King of Diamond, Queen of Heart. I have 4. So we got 1. Hold on, I keep forgetting I gotta hold it weird. 2. 3. 4. Now, after showing that there are 4 cards here, God dang, I'm going to show these now. So, 1, 2, 3. So, what pile is your card in? I'm a magician, so I know it was in that one, so I am going to imaginarily take your card, flip it upside down, and place it in here. So go ahead and hold on to that. Blah, blah, blah. You notice your card is not only gone, but there's only 3 cards. Weird. I imaginarily grabbed your card. Oh, these air pockets are gonna be effed up after putting it on this. I flipped it upside down and put it in here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And it was the Queen of Diamonds. Was that your card? Yes, it was. 'Cause I'm magic, bitch. Literally walking into this room, I've never had study room number 1. It just feels correct. It's room. Could be the cockiness coming. It practices or it enables you to demonstrate your ability to pass said exam. It does test a lot of important safety things, which everybody could learn something when they embark on something. But I'm pretty salty. I failed the first one, and this just sucks ass. I don't want to do this. With that being said, someone said to me the other day, well, don't quit, man. And I literally asked, people do that? Like, don't get me wrong. There's a point of like needing to switch directions if you are just so bad at something that no help, like you're not gonna teach someone with no legs how to walk without prosthetics. It's just not possible, right? Like you can't teach the Wright brothers how to fly without, what is it, Bernoulli's principle or the fluid dynamic principles? It just can't happen. So there's a certain point I get, but in my mind I'm like, give up. I'm just pissed I have to wait another 3 months and study. I thought I studied good the first time. So don't give up when you fail. The only failure is when you do not attempt again. My rule of thumb, how I've gotten through school, is I will usually fail at something 4 times before quitting. When I have gotten that far, usually by the 4th time I pass, either by pity or an alternate grade or assignment. Usually the initiative is enough. All right, so that was a brutal last 29 minutes, and it was perfect timing because I got booted out, and that's all I got today. I was only able to study 2 29-minute sessions. I slept like dog shit last night. I haven't been working out. I stayed up all night last night. Scratch that. I slept good and took care of myself last night. But anyway, it happens. I got what I came here for. 2 more study tips. Learn it. Do not memorize it. So let's say my test is January 28th, correct? And studies show I think it takes at least 10 days for, let's say, going over flashcards and learning vocab words. Let's say you're trying to learn, let's say you're an English speaker trying to learn Espanol. It would take 10 days for you to not memorize it, but to learn it and have the memory form new memories in the hippocampus. If you binge study and rely on the hypothalamic region of the brain, you're gonna forget and you're gonna be worse off after. And that is how I lived the last 2-3 years of PT school, and it shows. There's a lot of basics that I'm being humbled by during this exam. So, tip, to reiterate, is learn it. How you learn is not different than how I learn. You need to actively learn and passively learn. So listen to instruction or read it and kinesthetically synthesize it. Not necessarily teach it, which is the highest form of learning, is teaching for the first time, which I recommend and I often find myself doing in order to ace something, especially in this case. Good example is I've been teaching my dad some of these concepts, and teaching it to someone that doesn't know this, how do I teach it? And it forces me to know it and understand it better. So learn it. Don't memorize it, and have a plan, which goes back to my ADHD tangent of my test date being January 28th. I got basically 45 days. I'm not in a rush. I'm spending 8 hours on 2 hours of material a day. Not mastering it in a day. I haven't even made flashcards on the material that I'm taking notes on yet, but it's a part of the process of learning. So that'll be the active stage. Right now it's all passive learning. So I am sitting my ass down, dealing with the suck, embracing the fidgetiness and energetic prison I'm put in to learn this dang material for the third dang time. It is not fun. Could be worse. I'll leave it at that.